Hey guys, welcome back, and welcome if you are new. My name is Sam and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Today I have 4 easy and delicious after school snacks that your kids will enjoy. So let's just get right on into the video. Alright, so we are going to start this video out with some Instant Pot corn dogs. These are so easy and absolutely delicious. Your kiddos will love these. So I've got some better cheddar little like sausage dogs here, but you can use whatever kind of hot dogs that your kiddos like. We don't eat a lot of like hot dogs here. So we usually do like the better cheddar or some kind of sausage dog, but like I said, you can use whatever you want or have on hand. I've got some milk in here. I've got some flour, some baking powder, salt, sugar, and some cornmeal, and I've got an egg. So what you're going to do first is mix up all of your dry ingredients. Oh, and I've got some oil back here too. So yeah, don't forget your oil. So what you're going to do first is just mix up all of your dry ingredients, and then mix up all of your wet ingredients, your milk, your egg, your oil, and combine it into your dry ingredients and just give that a little mix, and then I'll meet you right back here. Okay, so I've got my cornmeal mixture here all mixed up. That's ready to go. I've got my hot dogs here. I've sprayed my little egg bite mold with some oil. I also added my trivet and about 1.5 cups of water into my Instant Pot. So that's ready to go. All you're going to do now is take a little bit of your muffin mix, add that to the bottom of all of your little your little cups here. And you're going to add in your hot dogs, and then you're going to fill these the rest of the way up with your muffin mix. You're going to do that to all of them, and then I will meet you right back here when I get these all filled up. Alright, so I've got all of these filled up. I've got one lonely little hot dog left here, but I've got some batter left. So what I'm going to do with the leftover batter is make one more little corn dog bite, and then I'm just going to make the rest some like little corn muffin bites. So that's what I'm going to do with that. I'm just going to pop the lid on this, and then we're going to put it in the Instant Pot. We're going to put the lid on. We're going to set it to seal. We're going to manually cook this for 20 minutes. You're going to let this naturally release for 10. Release the pressure. Remove them carefully from the Instant Pot and pop them out on a tray to cool. I'll meet you right back here when they are done, and I'll show you what they look like. Alright, so here are my corn dog bites. They just come out of the Instant Pot. They are super hot. So I'm going to let these sit here and cool down a bit. These you can put in an airtight container in the fridge for about a week. Your little ones can dip them in some ketchup. They are so good. Okay, for the next recipe, it is so easy, but it is so good. All you're going to need is a couple of these flour tortillas. You can do any size, some everything bagel seasoning, some cream cheese. You're going to need a tablespoon of oil and a tablespoon of butter, which I've got that in a pan on a stove. So I'm going to get out a couple of these tortillas, and then I'll meet you back here. Okay, so I've got 2 of these little flour tortillas here. All you're going to do is spread some of your cream cheese on top of your tortilla, sprinkle over some of this everything bagel seasoning, roll it up, cut it into slices, and then I'll meet you back here and we'll get these in the pan. Okay, so I've got these all cut up. I've got them cut up in about 1-inch pieces. So all we're going to do now is put these in this on a skillet on the stove. I've got that over medium-low heat, letting my oil and butter melt. So let's get these in the pan. Okay, so I've got them going in my pan here. So I'm just going to cook these on both sides until they are golden brown, and then I'm going to remove them to a plate that I've got sitting out here, and then I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Okay, so this is what these little pinwheels look like when they're done. They are so good. Now you can add more stuff to this if you want. You can add some crumbled bacon. You can do some lunch meat like chicken, ham, turkey. Just add whatever you want. If you don't want them plain, they're so good. For the next recipe, we're going to be making yogurt bites, and these are so good. These are my chocolate pecan yogurt bites. I love these. What you're going to need is some yogurt. I like to use plain Greek yogurt, but you can use whatever kind you want. I've got some honey, chocolate chips, pecans, toasted coconut, or you can do plain coconut, and I've got 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now the oil is for my chocolate later. What we're going to do first is take our honey, our pecans, and our coconut and mix it up with our yogurt. And then you're going to place that on a sheet tray that's been lined with parchment. And then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've got my yogurt mixture here. Just put it in there and spread it out as even as you can get it. Mine fits in a little bitty, I guess this is, I don't know what size this is. It's one of the small sheet trays. So just go ahead and put that in there and kind of spread it out evenly. And you're going to put this in the freezer for about 1 to 2 hours or until it is completely frozen. I'm going to set my chocolate and my coconut oil aside, because when this is all nice and frozen, we will melt up our chocolate, add it to our coconut oil, and drizzle that all over the top. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you back here when it's done. Okay, so I've got my yogurt here, and it's completely frozen. And I went ahead and added my coconut oil to my chocolate, and then just put it in the microwave. And I microwaved it for about 10 to 15 seconds, just until it was all combined and melted. You'll want to stir it every 10 to 15 seconds just to make sure everything melts together and doesn't burn. So all I'm going to do now is take a little bit of this chocolate, just kind of drizzle it over the top. It doesn't have to be too pretty, but it'll work. We're just going to do this, and then I'm going to pop this back in the freezer for about 5 minutes, and then we will take it back out and break this up, or you can cut it into squares, whatever you want to do, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's all cut up and pretty. Alright, so here is the yogurt bites. They are cut up. I just cut them into little squares. They are ready to go in the freezer. These are so good and a great little treat for after school or a dessert. So, yeah. Okay, for this next recipe, we're going to be making s'mores bites, and these are so good. I think these are my daughter's favorites. But what you're going to need is some chocolate. You can do whatever kind that you like. We have these on hand, but you can do, I think it's called the Mr. Good Bar, the one with the peanuts, or you can do almonds, the one with the almonds. Those work really well. You're going to need some graham crackers. I'm just going to break these up, and some wonton wrappers and some marshmallows. Now these were the I forgot what they were called, but they were for s'mores in particular. They're like s'mores marshmallows, but they're just little flat marshmallows. So I cut those in half. So what I'm going to do is line my muffin tins. These are the little silicone ones. You can spray these if you want. The wontons come out pretty well in the silicone, but if you have the little tin, you'll want to spray that so they don't stick. So I'm just going to line each of these little crevices here with 1 to 2 wonton wrappers, and then I'll meet you right back here. Okay, so I've got all of my wrappers in my little muffin cups here, and we're going to put these in the oven for exactly 10 minutes, and then we're going to take them out and we're going to fill them up, put them back in the oven. Okay, so I've got all of my chocolate and my graham crackers in my little muffin tins here. The chocolate started to melt, so like I said, you're just going to put your chocolate in here, and then you're going to sprinkle over some either crushed graham crackers or graham cracker crumbs, and then just top it with the marshmallow. These are going to go back in the oven until the chocolate is fully melted and the marshmallows are ooey gooey and golden brown. Okay, so these are what the little s'mores bites look like. Just took them out of the oven, so they're extremely hot. Do not try to pick one of these up because that marshmallow is like molten lava and it will burn you really bad. So I'm going to let these sit here and cool down a bit before I remove them from the pan, and then I will show you what they look like. Okay, so here are the s'mores bites. I just removed them from the tray. They are completely cool. They're still slightly warm, but that is what they look like, and they hold up really, really well. Just keep these in an airtight container. Keep all of these recipes in an airtight container in the fridge for about a week. The yogurt in the freezer, that usually lasts us just a little over a week, but it can stay in there up to a month. So yeah, that's the s'mores bites. Alright guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give this one a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.